It's djcaseuk, and in this video I'm going to be showing all of the tools that I use for mastering and mixing. If you're interested in music production content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post videos about producing music with programs I use: Acid Pro, SoundForge, Spectral, Vegas, and I also have Cubase and also Ableton and FL Studio, although I don't really use FL Studio much anymore. I have got knowledge of the software. I mostly use Acid Pro for production and a little bit of Cubase, but I do also use Ableton as well sometimes for when I want to do something live. With that being said, let's get into this video on tools that I use for mastering. So when I do mastering, I mostly do it inside Acid Pro because, as you can see, it's got a very detailed mixer, and depending on whether you're in stereo mode or in surround sound mode, depends on the controls you've got. So you can see here I've got a pan left and right for the audio track, and that's also on the mixer. I can also set the project to be surround sound, and then I have extra tools for panning. So you can see now instead of a left and a right, I've now got full surround sound control, which I have here. So that's why I use Acid Pro for mixing and mastering, because it has a very big mixer and you can customize it. So the first set of tools I'll show you. So you have the diver, which kind of removes signal noises and creates a better signal. Click and crackle remover, if you've got any clicks or pops on the production, you can use this to get rid of those. Audio restoration, so if you're remastering something that's been recorded a long time ago and not very good quality, you can use audio restoration. Smooth and enhance tools for expanding sound, and this one I use for drums in particular that you want a bit more kick to. I use this to get a really good thumping sort of a sound, and I have this that I use for my side chaining. So this is a side chain tool that I have. I also have another one which is a sort of simplified version, very useful just for certain things which can be done quickly. I have quite a few enhancement tools as well for stereo expanding and for converting mono into stereo. So I use these tools for stereo expansion. This one's particularly good because you can sort of design the shape that you're looking for. And same with this as well. This one really allows you to design the sound so that you can expand it exactly how you want to. This is a kind of all-in-one. You can use it for stereo expanding, or you can use it as a multi-band compressor as well. Also, it has a oscilloscope for seeing sounds, so when you play a sound you get a visual image of the sound. Let's just see if I can show you that now. So I'm actually just going to turn off these plugins so you can see what happens. I have quite a few different EQs. You've got the ones that come with Acid Pro, so you've got your track EQ. You can change these to bands as well if you want, like so, or you can change the size of the bands. So you can get really precise with this. You can just type in the exact frequency you want. Basic 3-band EQ. Then you've got graphic EQ, so you can actually draw it however you want the EQ to be. You can also use the 10 band EQ or the 20 band EQ if that is what you need. Got para graphic EQ. I don't really use this very much. It's a bit fiddly really. When you can just use the other ones, it's just a bit unnecessary. But yeah, it does have parametric EQ if you prefer to use those. Parametric EQ. So this is really just for zooming in on a particular frequency and adjusting it. Also, I've got this Nova as well. Very cool EQ. So you can add your low pass, high pass, and you can really shape the sound however you want. And then I've got this one as well. This one's quite big. This 10 band EQ, and you can adjust all the shapes and as well. So you get a really cool display when this is playing as well. So again, yeah, you can really shape your sound with this. Next, I have loads of compressors. This is the main one I have. I use this one in particular because it's a surround sound one, mastering limiter. I have the ones that come with Sony, so you've got the track compressor. I also use this mastering compressor as well, because this gives you an indicator as to where things are. You can also adjust the sensitivity very easily on this one, so I do like using this as well. Another Sony one. So this is similar to this, but it is for stereo. I've got 10 band compressor. It's got loads of controls as well for each band. I've got my quad compressor. This one's cool. You can really shape the sounds. And I have this 4 band compressor as well that you get with Sony. I probably use this one a bit more because I can see the shapes easier. I've got this 3 band compressor, which is also stereo expander. I do have OTT, but that's also a 3 band compressor, but I tend to use this one more because it has more things it can do. I've got graphic dynamics, EQ and compressor. So this is really good for adjusting compression in specific places, so you can really zoom in where you want the compression to be. So I use this quite a lot as well. And if you have got the full retail version of Acid Pro, on that CD you also get this version as well, which is displays much nicer, but basically does the same thing. Next, I have all of my analysis tools. So this one gives you a 3D image of your sound. So if you play this, you get a 3D image. I'll just let you see what these look like. So yeah, you can have so I have this 3D image that I use. Also have this image as well. Also have this analyzer as well, because it gives you a full range of frequencies that it uses. Also have this one, and also spectrogram as well. A lot of people use Spam by Voxengo, but I just think this one's better because it gives you a line where the peak is, where the highest point is, and you can also control how sensitive it is as well. Overall, I think this is a better frequency analysis tool. This one's good because it gives you a full scope, if you like, of where the sound is. This one allows you to see what the actual wave's doing, and then you've got your 3D image as well, which I have there. Also, I have SoundForge, which has spectrum analysis tools as well, and also a phase scope as well. You've got loads of tools in this wave editor for mastering: Sony noise reduction, click and clackle remover, clip beat reduction. You've also got compressors as well, and dynamic effects. Everything you need for mastering. Loads of different EQs. You've got graphic, parametric. You can normalize sounds, so if you want to bring everything up to the top point, you can bring everything up quite easily like this, or you could use a compressor to do it. So for example, you can use this to do all your mastering as well. Also have this, which is Spectral, and when Sony invented this, it was the first of its kind, and now Cubase has bought the rights to this software. So when you buy Cubase, you also get a copy of it. So there's your spectral graph with all of the sound in there. And the great thing about this is that you can just sort of rub bits out. You can just get a tool here and just start rubbing bits out. So it's good if you wanted to separate the lyrics from a track, or if you want to separate the drums from a track. You can use the spectral graph to pinpoint different parts of sounds, so that you can clean them up much better than you can with anything else. You know, if there's any background noise like a siren or something, you could just rub the siren out straight from the spectral graph. So yeah, there's quite a lot of tools I use for mastering. It's not really just one plugin does everything. I've also had a look at the Ozone by iZotope. It's pretty good. Doesn't have everything you need. I think, you know, still needs a bit more. You've got these tools here, dynamic EQ. So you know, it's basically stuff you've already got in Acid Pro and SoundForge. But yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. You know, it's got the tools you need. I got it because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, but yeah, it doesn't really do more than you can already do. If I'm just doing a quick job, I might use this, but if I really want to spend time on mastering, you know, if I'm being paid a lot of money to do it, then I would probably be using the other tools instead. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful on tools that I use for mastering. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.